Hey YouTube, it's PD Two Finger, and today we're going to talk about multi-effects a little bit. I see the Zoom G6 is out, and if you look on the back, they've got the power in. It doesn't take batteries, 400 milliamp draw, power switch. Here is some sort of what is that? Micro USB port, and then M is our Bluetooth adapter, followed by L is an SD card slot. So this is $400. It's 24-bit but 32-bit processing. It's 7 effects at once if you use an amp modeler. You get 9 effects if you don't use the amp modeler. And I don't know, I can't recommend this unit. You know, I'm expecting a little more. It's not really many amp models. It's 24-bit. It's not 32 all the way around. Although it is 32-bit processing, but I like when it's 32 all the way around. You know. And the main thing that I really don't like is their use of this connector. So let's go over to, I thought I had a window open, types of USB, and I'll show you what I mean. Thank you, darling. This type here, B mini, is the one that I would say is acceptable. C is acceptable. This would be acceptable. This, no. This, no. I don't like these either. These tend to break. And this is a big no-no either. The type B mini is the one where when you have it installed, well, number one, it's easy to install. You're not like flipping it around and wondering which way it goes. You don't need a flashlight. It makes a firm and solid connection. As soon as it's plugged in, it works. And it doesn't, it's not fiddly. It doesn't come out and stop working. I bought this MG300 for $110. This was, they released this, and there was a rush. People bought them because the TGP and in the forums, people were remarking about how good it sounded. And you could load your own impulse response. So there was a run of these, and then the price started going up. And it looked like it was going to even go up more. So I bought one, and I paid $110 for it. And I have two gripes about this. One gripe is it uses this way too small connector. And it's just frustrating to deal with that. So yeah, the Zoom G6 uses it too, and they're skimping on the amount of and I don't understand that. How do you skimp on? I guess it saves them money when they make it for the memory. They can use less memory because it's a digital amp model. If they make the amp model for the G11, their flagship device, well, why couldn't they just include it on the G6? You know, you're not getting all of the hardware control and features, all the extra switches and stuff. But they're like, well, we want to sell the G11, so we're going to skimp out on the amps too. So what I'm saying is, guitar players, we need to be vocal. We need to speak with our wallet and on YouTube. So I'm making this video saying, hey, manufacturers and hey, YouTube guitar players, let's put it out there. And let's be brave and let's stand up for what works and what doesn't work so well. And what doesn't work so well is these ultra miniature connections on our products. We need something at the minimum. This is as small as we want to go. Can we agree on that? Even if you're a tube amp guy, you're one of Brat the Catalogizer's Xenolites or followers. Can we agree that this is as small as we should have to go? Because I feel strongly about that. So yeah, the MG300 has its big brother, the MG30, and this is $299. It seems like it's about the same as the MG300, but it's not plastic. At least it doesn't look plastic. But then when you get down to it, it's 25 amp models, 3 bass amp models, 2 acoustics. And what do we have on this? How many amp models? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Is it just 13 amp models? So yeah, you do get. Let's see. We're here. Software editor, firmware parameters sheet. Let's take a look at that. If that will tell me. Extract here, and our parameters sheet. Whoa. Oh, here we go. Oh, we're back. Okay. Amp. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, it's 24 to 48. So it looks like 24 amp models. So you got a JC120, which is awesome. The Fender Deluxe Reverb, 59 Bassman, Tweed Deluxe, Twin Reverb, High Watt, Mark 1 Mesa, AC15, AC30, Plexi, 100 watt, and Plexi 45 watt, 77, JCM 800, a 50 watt Soldano, Friedman HBE, Mesa Dual Rectifier, Diesel VH4, Fender Vibro King Buddha Amp, Dr. Z Maz 38, Supersonic, Marshall JTM 45, DC 30 Matchless, JTM 2000, and the Bogner Uberschall. You get a Dynacomp. There's one compressor. MXR D Plus, Exotic, RC and AC Booster, DS1, Tube Screamer, Blues Driver, JHS Morning Glory, Proco Ret, the new X HG6 High Gain. That's the red distortion. And the JHS Angry Charlie. Look at that. I thought that was a M Audio Crunchbox. EHX Big Muff Pie. So there isn't much in the terms of fuzz. We have a big muff and then a rat. Kind of fuzzy. That's the downside. You get all kinds of cabinets, basically the same stuff. You got a 6-band EQ, a noise reduction, CE1, Boss MXR choruses, VB2, detune, BF2, Phase 90, Phase 100, TC chorus, Dunlop Univibe, TR3, tremolo rotary speaker, and the MXR harmonizer. DM2 analog delay, DD2 digital modulation delay, looks like an Ibanez, Maestro Echoplex tape delay, reverse delay, which is cool, and the stereo panning delay. You get 4 reverbs. The vintage spring reverb was not impressed by it. It wasn't bad, but the spring reverb on the Zoom stuff is really good, at least on my G3. So I got to tell you, of course, yes, I really do not like those micro USBs. I don't think it's a good deal to get the Zoom G6. I would say if you're after a Zoom, save your money and get a used G3. Or if you're after more high quality tones, save your money, get the G6. But really, if you're after high quality tones and you're on a budget, this is what you're going to want to invest in, because if you read the forums, people have bought all this stuff and compared it. People are going crazy about this MG300. Now, for a little bit more money, you can get the MG30, its big brother, which just came out, and they're saying that's even better sounding. It's got some more buttons, more control. Looks like it's more metal than less plastic, you know. But, you know, it seems to be about the same thing. It says 25 amp models, 3 bass amps, and 2 acoustics. So you get a little bit extra. You get 1 extra guitar amp model than those 3 bass amps and 2 acoustic models. You get a 4-inch, a larger display, which the 30, you know, for a buck 10, it wasn't like the Nux or the Zoom, where they just give you a ton of stuff. It was 26 amp models and 100 effects on the G3. And I think it's about the same thing on the G1, which was 50 bucks. Great deal. But this sounds a lot better. So I haven't used this much. I played around with patches, made some patches, and collected some patches that people had made. I'm going to be using it in a quote-unquote live where I play outdoors. I'm going to be trying this out this summer. We'll see how I like it. But yeah, that's what I recommend. For now, it looks like this is the best deal that's out there. They've got other companies that are making similar units, and it's kind of almost splitting hairs about what you like. But when it comes down to it, this device is actually 32-bit all the way around. It's 32-bit. And to my ear, I was really impressed with the quality of the models, so this is the one that I'm recommending. But at the same turn of the screw, it uses one of these minis. It's a pain in the ass to hook it up. It doesn't want to stay connected. You've got to keep it still. You've got to use a short cord and keep it right next to the computer. And make sure you don't bump it. I don't know why they won't just use these. So help me in spreading the word. Hell no, we won't go Type A mini or micro USB. We do not like that as guitar players. The smallest we really want to go is this Type B mini. Looks like Type C might be workable. I don't know. Is that better? I don't have any experience with it. I heard someone recommending it. This looks okay. You can't plug it in wrong. It looks like it would stay in better than these two, just falling right out. And I've seen these broken on so many things. And it seems to me that this is the same thing about breaking. All right, you guys. I'll talk to you soon. Take care of yourselves and peace.